In every room you have ever walked into, two games were being played. You were probably playing the wrong one. Most people play the game of being seen. They speak to be noticed, perform to be liked, reveal to be understood. And while they perform, someone quieter is playing the other game, the game of seeing. He says little, he watches much, he notes the tells, the needs, the small cracks in every mask around him. And when the evening ends, he walks out knowing almost everyone in that room, their fears, their hungers, their weaknesses, while not one of them knows a single true thing about him. That man holds an advantage that feels almost unfair. Tonight, you learn to become him. Understand the law beneath this. Every human interaction is an exchange of information, and information is the raw material of all power. The one who gathers more and gives less walks away richer every single time. When you speak, you spend. You reveal your opinions, your reactions, your positions, your wants. When you watch and listen, you collect. You gather the intelligence that lets you understand who you are truly dealing with. Most people have this exactly backwards. They spend their whole lives broadcasting and almost none of it observing, and so they move through a world of people they never actually see, forever surprised by betrayals they should have watched coming. Because here is the truth that changes everything, people are revealing themselves constantly. Every moment, without meaning to, they tell you exactly who they are. Not in their words, words are the mask. In everything around the words. In what they repeat when they think no one is keeping count. In what makes them defensive. In what they envy, in how they treat the waiter, the assistant, the person who can do nothing for them. In the gap, always the gap, between what they say and what they actually do. The information is pouring out of them, all the time, freely. The strategist simply learned to stop talking long enough to receive it. Machiavelli would understand this instinct completely. He was, above all else, an observer, a man who spent his life watching how power actually moved, refusing the comforting story in favor of the real one. Running through his work is the insistence that you must see men as they are, not as you wish them to be, not as they present themselves, but as their actions reveal them across time. He knew that the ability to read a man's true nature, his ambitions, his fears, what he would do when pressed, was worth more than any army, because it let you predict him, prepare for him, and never be caught off guard by him. The lesson is simple. Understanding people is the map. And whoever holds the map moves first. In the spirit of Machiavelli, power belongs to whoever governs 4 territories. Information, which you gather relentlessly while revealing almost none of your own. Perception, where you let others underestimate how much you notice, so they lower the guard and reveal more. Timing, where you wait, watch, and let a person's true character emerge over time rather than trusting the performance of a single good impression. And emotion, the composure that lets you observe clearly, because a mind clouded by its own reactions sees nothing but itself. The person who masters these becomes something rare in any room, a quiet intelligence that misses nothing and betrays nothing. Watch how this advantage operates across your real life. At work, the one who talks the most reveals his hand, his ambitions, his frustrations, his alliances, his fears, to everyone listening, including those who will use it. The one who watches learns where the real power sits, which is rarely where the titles say it sits. He sees who actually decides, who merely performs, who is rising and who is quietly being pushed out. He reads the room's true structure while others read only its surface. And that map lets him move with a precision the loud will never have. In negotiation, the untrained person focuses on what to say next. The strategist focuses on what the other side is revealing, the flicker of eagerness they tried to hide, the pause that meant the price was flexible, the word they kept returning to that showed what they really needed. He listens for the tell beneath the position. And because he is reading while they are performing, he knows their flaw while they never learn his. In dating, this skill protects you from the oldest trap there is, being fooled by charm. Anyone can perform well for a few weeks. Character reveals itself in patterns. Over time, in the small moments a person forgets to manage, how they handle being told no, how they speak about people who are not in the room, whether their kindness extends to those who cannot benefit them. The one who watches instead of rushing sees the real person emerge before the mask can do its damage. He does not fall for who someone claims to be. He waits and reads who they actually are. In friendship and in trust, this is everything. Words are cheap, anyone can say they're loyal. Behavior is the only evidence that matters. The one who observes learns who is safe not by what they promise but by what they have repeatedly done, who kept the small confidences, who showed up when it cost them something, who told the truth when a lie would have been easier. He grants his trust slowly, to those who have earned it through pattern, and he is rarely betrayed, because he saw the character clearly before he ever handed over access. And in family, in business, in every room where something is at stake, the same law holds. The one who reads people is prepared. The one who only performs is perpetually surprised. Why does this work so completely? Because human beings cannot stop revealing themselves, and almost no one is watching. Silence is the key that unlocks it. When you stop filling the air with your own words, something remarkable happens. Other people rush to fill the silence, and in filling it, they hand you information. Ask a question and simply wait, and a person will tell you far more than they intended. Say less, and others will assume you agree, or that you are safe, and they will lower the guard and show you more. The one who talks constantly teaches others to be careful around him. The one who listens teaches them to open up. And an open person is a readable person. There is a deeper discipline here too. To read others clearly, you must first quiet yourself. Most people cannot observe because they are too busy reacting, too full of their own opinions, their own need to respond, their own emotional weather to see what is actually in front of them. The strategist learns to hold his reactions, to watch without judging in the moment, to receive what a person is showing him before rushing to conclude. Clear sight requires a still mind. And a still mind is something you build. So here is the discipline, woven into the way you move. Speak less, and watch more. Enter rooms with the goal of understanding rather than being understood. Make it your quiet practice to leave every conversation knowing more about the other person than they learned about you. This alone will change how you move through the world. Listen to understand, not to reply. Most people do not listen, they wait for their turn to talk, rehearsing their response while the other person is still speaking. Break this habit completely. Give the person your full attention, and listen for what they are really telling you beneath the words. The information is in the parts you would have talked over. Watch actions, never words. When words and behavior disagree, believe the behavior, always. A person's character is written in what they repeatedly do, especially when they think it does not count. Words are what people want you to see. Actions are what they are. Notice what people repeat and what they defend. The subject someone returns to again and again reveals what occupies them. The thing they grow defensive about reveals where they feel weak. And watch, above all, how they treat those who can do nothing for them. That, more than any performance of charm, reveals who they truly are. Ask, then let them talk. A single genuine question, followed by patient silence, will teach you more than an hour of your own speaking. People love to be heard, and in being heard, they reveal themselves. Give them the room, and receive what they offer. Judge patterns over time, not first impressions. Anyone can perform for a moment. Character is a pattern, and patterns only show themselves across time and pressure. Withhold your final read until you have seen enough. The first impression is a hypothesis, not a verdict. And never reveal what you have noticed. This is the discipline that seals all the others. The intelligence you gather is only powerful while it remains yours. Do not announce that you see through someone. Do not display how much you understand. Let people believe they are unread, and they will keep revealing. Your observation is a quiet possession, kept quiet, it keeps working. Now understand what you are truly becoming, because it must not curdle into something cold or cruel. Reading people is not a weapon for exploitation, it is a form of sight, and sight protects. The one who sees clearly is harder to deceive, because he watches for the gap between word and deed. He is harder to betray, because he grants his trust only to those whose patterns have earned it. He is harder to surprise, because he reads intentions while they are still forming, and sees the shift in a person long before it becomes an action. He walks through the world with a map others do not know exists, and that map does not make him a predator. It makes him safe. It makes those he protects safe. It lets him give his loyalty wisely, love with open eyes, and build with people who are actually who they claim to be. This is the quiet mastery the powerful have always possessed. Not the ability to talk. The ability to see. While others perform for the room, he studies it. While others are busy being interesting, he is busy being informed. And when the moment comes that decides something, a betrayal forming, a lie taking shape, a true character finally revealing itself, he is the only one who saw it coming, because he was the only one who was ever truly watching. So close your mouth a little more, and open your eyes a lot more. Let the loud reveal themselves. Let the room perform. Gather what everyone is giving away for free, keep what you learn behind a calm and unreadable face, and become the one person in every room who cannot be fooled, because he was never too busy talking to see. If this lesson spoke to you, stay with the Machiavellian mind. Because the one who is always speaking never learns, and the one who watches in silence sees everything.